come back after this once again. Beautiful intro by 1052.
You guys already know this the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G. And guess what? The only thing we're going to do is take over, baby. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hey, enjoy the journey, Oos. Hello.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine, mama.
What up, Tag Nation, and welcome to the Wrestlepalooza section of this hot tag. Now, this is the first PLE with the ESPN merger and all of the confusion and just that went into that. And did Wrestlepalooza deliver? We'll let y'all know, because first up, we have one of our favorite things we love seeing in any wrestling match. A good old every wrestler coming in with their finishers maxed out, and they gonna just spam them bitches. So yes, the first PLE with the ESPN merger was Wrestlepalooza, and the first match we get is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
I want to say something. I want to interrupt for a minute.
Go ahead.
So, I gotta say, positive starting out the show. I like how, they were showing, like, kind of reminded me of how, when they first started on Netflix.
Yeah, the little...
It kind of reminded me of that a little bit, but they were showing, like, influential sports figures, like, they were showing some, like, really popular athletes, and, like, they show, like, how ESPN has evolved over time, especially, also with sports entertainment. And I also like how Triple H said, sports is entertainment. Which, hey, I mean,
at the end of the day,
it is entertainment.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say this. Triple H, he was going, oh, this is gonna be like a big WrestleMania. This is gonna be huge. And also, if you take away the ESPN logo, I would say, oh yeah, this is still on Peacock. That's what I would think. Like, take away the commercial, commercial break and all that.
Oh my God, there was so many commercial breaks.
I would say this is still Peacock. Like, if you took away the ESPN logo.
Jeez.
Because I thought the presentation was gonna be different with this.
Same. I thought it was gonna be a different presentation. I mean, they did change their opening intro with the whole "then, now, forever together." They did update that, but they made it seem like, and maybe it's because they launched a partnership earlier. Because remember, we thought it was supposed to happen in 2026, and it happened in September. But I honestly thought the same thing, that we were going to get this new presentation, this new just overlay of things. But it was like you said, if you take away everything else, this was on Peacock pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're paying that $30 price tag, paying the extra price tag, which I'm gonna say right now, this PLE was disappointing. I was very disappointed in this PLE.
The highs of this PLE overall did not save it. And great segue. This is the reason. This is one of the reasons. So yes, Brock Lesnar, John Cena starts off. Lesnar comes out, pretty cool entrance. John Cena comes out with like 30 kids, and they're all celebrating, John Cena last time in Indianapolis as a wrestler, and this, that, and the third. And then the match starts, and they really did nothing new.
Nothing new at all.
The only thing that happened differently was what Lesnar hitting like 5 consecutive F5s or some shit. But they literally did nothing new.
Yeah. Because we thought we were going to see Suplex City, but we saw F5 City.
We saw both of them.
He only did 2.
True.
And he counted them out. So, because I was waiting. I was like, okay, well, because when he counted 2, I was like, okay, we about to get into Suplex City. And then he stopped. He was like, "Nah,
he
we're gonna take a detour."
Yeah, they took a detour to just finisher fest, and literally he beats John Cena, picks him up again, hit another F5, children crying, people are sad, and then Brock Lesnar leaves. John Cena gets up, thanks to fans, kind of
losing only with 5 dates left on his farewell tour.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that.
Well, are they going to run this match back?
They have
most likely they're going to run this match back in
Perth.
In Perth, yeah.
Oh my god.
So
yeah, most likely.
Here's the ingenious part of it all. They kept showing all these children crying, and it's like, now, granted, I'm pretty sure they didn't have, those weren't child actors. I'm pretty sure those kids were crying for real, but they capitalized on it. So that way, and I can guarantee this, once they run this back, they're going to start playing the vignettes of all those children crying.
Oh, absolutely.
So Cena can get his get back and beat Monster Lesnar. This is all this was. And even if the kids weren't crying, they were going to make this. And I hate that I didn't pay attention to it on SmackDown when Michael Cole got beat down. Or sorry, when
Graves,
Michael Cole got bullied.
Yeah, he got bullied, and Graves took the F5s.
In the way that Michael Cole was talking about, oh, well, I've been through this, been through that, and I've never felt so helpless. And if this is what John Cena has to go up against, I don't know how he can do it. That was a glaring, just like
it was
like, is about to lose.
It was.
So yeah, that's how they're paid. So Brock is going to be the final boss, no pun intended, in this whole situation. So they're either going to run this at Perth, or they're absolutely going to run this shit at Saturday night's main event. Which, hey, it don't matter. And once we do the rating, it won't matter whether you pay for it or not, because it's going to feel like the same anyway. So
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, this match was very disappointing. This reminded me of like SummerSlam 2014 all over again, just without all the suplexes.
That one was better.
Yeah, that one was actually that was better. And like I was more shocked when that happened. This right here, like it's like this is nothing new that we're seeing right here. Nothing new at all. I mean, Cena got a little offense and he tried doing the little 5-knuckle shuffle, but that didn't really go over that much. Because Brock Lesnar popped up, hit the F5 like 5 consecutive times, like you said. But yeah, Brock Lesnar wins. LOL. Yeah.
All right.
Next match.
There you go. It was just In the next match, we got 2 Braun, 2 Uso, aka Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed taking on the Usos in a tag team match. Now, we did find out that LA Knight or Le Knight was going to be special guest referee out the blue, what the fuck ever. And then pretty much he just let them run wild. It started with Jimmy grabbing a chair. Then he kind of turned his back and let Jimmy use the chair. Then it kind of just divulged into just a free-for-all. And we did get a scary spot with Jey Uso hitting Braun with a chair, and somehow him hitting himself, and he split his forehead.
How did he bust himself open?
I don't know. Like I watched that clip so many times, and I was like, I still don't know how the hell he managed to do that.
Like he clipped himself with a chair or something. Like I don't know. There was like a jagged edge on something.
I think something probably popped off of the chair and like popped him in.
It had to, because
he was bleeding buckets. Like he's bleeding profusely.
This match was pretty much paint by the numbers. Everything I expected. The only thing I didn't expect was the homage to the Hardy Boys with Jimmy doing the Swanton. Shout out to him for doing that. I guess they watched the Christian and Colt match against FTR and was like, hey, we got to do something too.
Right.
But the real MVP in this match was Lanight. Well, hold up. Shout out to Breaker for doing that flying shoulder tackle, because that shit.
Dude, that's like,
but
Jesus.
but the MVP was Lanight, because they
His
Bronson.
laissez-faire about it all and just was like, do whatever.
Oh, not even that. It's just, I mean on the professional aspect, because Bronson was trying to set up that table, and then he acted like a real referee and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this table real quick so that way, good spot. And then when Jay got cut, you can see that he was visibly like trying to help him with the spots during that time. Like you can see like his
you
motions.
You heard him call spot. Well, you heard, I think it was Braun Break. Well, you heard him call spot to Braun Breaker. It was like spear or something. You heard him call. So he gave Jey Uso that spear, and then they did that whole double spear in the corner with the table. Of course, that's how the Bronze won the match.
Pretty much, that's how the Bronze won.
And also, I like how there is tension with Jay and LA Knight, because he was about to swing the chair on to. He was about to swing the chair on LA Knight, and LA Knight was like, "You trying to swing that on me on purpose?" Like he was getting really defensive about that. And then there was one other time, like they were on the outside of the ring, him and Jay were getting at it, and he was like, "Oh, you trying to do that on purpose to me?" And then like he even heard he said bitch. He said bitch at one point. Like you even heard him cussing at one point.
But Jay did move the night out the way.
That's true.
When Braun came charging for them spears,
yeah.
So,
I mean, it's bad. What they needed to do to continue.
It did. Now, I mean, I ain't gonna say arguably, it was the best match of the night for the vacant women's world title. You had Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky, and these ladies went out there and delivered. Delivered. Like the Io is gonna give a good match, and we starting to see that Stephanie can do the same. And I just love how both of the pieces came together for this. And if it wasn't for this match and the next match, this pay-per-view would have just been almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
This match, I got what I expected. Almost. I got 80% of what I expected. There were some spots where Stephanie did seem off. I don't know if it was communication or it was because of the big lights or she got flustered or whatever, but there were visible spots where she was kind of just like she lacked a little bit. Io was on 10 this entire match. Like she was handling her stuff. Io, I did predict Io to win this match because I assumed that they were going to turn her heel. That was my thing. Because I thought with the whole thing with Asuka and Kairi, you had the whole thing of Io kind of telling them to stop and having that tension with them. I thought this was going to be a situation, and only because of the pivot that they made with Naomi, because Asuka ended up having heel tendencies literally right after Naomi started disappearing. So that let me know at that point that this is going to be a slow build, but now they're pulling the trigger on this now because she's gone. So they need a heel to go up against Stephanie, because I didn't see Naomi losing to Stephanie. So with that, I was like, okay, well, if they were going to have Stephanie lose anyway, that means they're going to turn Io heel, or they're going to have Asuka help Io to win this title and then start a storyline there, and then have Stephanie chase whatever's going on here and then have her eventually win. That was my thoughts on that. So when Io was trying everything that she could to win, I was like, okay, Asuka's going to come out, help Io, and then Stephanie's going to be able to not lose clean. They'll have a reason for her to actually lose and still stay strong. But they allowed her to pull out the the spinal tap.
The spiral tap, yeah.
Which once that happened, I was like, well, fuck, it's a wrap now.
Yeah.
I didn't think I thought she might have hit the SVB to win, but I was surprised Eos got kicked out of that.
Oh well, that's why. That's exactly.
Yeah, that's why. But yeah, hey, she had to go for it, and you know.
But I also like how she had to pull down like both of her knee pads because you're like, hey, you know, she cannot beat this lady. You know, she cannot beat La Primera. And you know, I'm happy there was no interference because the previous two matches there were interference in both those matches.
And because you said that, Jugs, it never clicked to me because I had talked about it last week, and it didn't click to me to be like, oh, well, they're gonna run this match clean because there has been so much interference. But I was so set on that fucking Asuka heel turn shit that I was like, oh no, this has to happen. But if I would have thought if I would have thought what you said, I would have been like, there we go. But
and then I felt like we're still going to be getting Io Sky and Rhea Ripley going up against like Asuka and Kairi.
It's possible, yeah.
Put a pin in that.
But yeah, you could have picked anyone to go over, and it still would have been the right decision.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that they're pushing these two because you could have easily slotted a Rhea, a Becky, or anybody into this match. But I'm glad that they're putting confidence behind Stephanie as well as Io. Io still deserves a lot more attention and respect because she has been an MVP within this year. I know that Liv Morgan has been like everybody's MVP for the first start of this year, but let's not forget that all the basically 5-star female matches within this year
went through Io
has all included Io Sky. Understand that, and that is not an exaggeration. That is not coincidence. That is because she is that fucking good.
Facts. Well, like I've been telling them to put a pin in, Crown Jewel is pretty much set because if you remember with Crown Jewel last year, they do champions versus champions.
Stupid.
So Stephanie is representing. So Stephanie is representing Raw, and this coming Friday we got Tiffany versus Jade versus Nia to see who will go on and represent SmackDown. Now, Stephanie was backstage after everything, and Nikki, I'm about to say her real name. Nikki Bella and Rhea Ripley started talking to Stephanie, and then Asuka and Kairi walks up. And Asuka and Kairi, you know, started trading barbs with Stephanie about, you know, and then Nikki was like, you need to respect the fact that she won and blah, 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 blah. And then they walked off. Rhea doubles back, and Rhea was like, see, basically, I've been refraining from beating your ass because of Io. And then Asuka is like, look, just like any other woman, nobody's ready for Asuka. And later on in the night, it was the main event, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. Rhea wins by a roll-up because Kairi was hesitant. You know, Kairi has been hesitant to interfere and things like that. Rhea wins by a roll-up, and as soon as Rhea wins, wow, she takes the poison mist to the face. Asuka and Kairi was somewhat jumping on Rhea. Io comes out, and Io is like, hey, chill. And then next thing you know, she takes a spinning back fist from Asuka. And of course, begrudgingly, due to Asuka's command, Kairi does hit Io with the insane elbow. So just like how y'all just said, most likely in Perth, we're probably going to get Io and Rhea versus Kabuki Warriors.
Listen, I want to make a sidebar about this. The best thing about Raw right now is currently the women's division.
Oh, facts.
Oh, absolutely.
I love what the women are doing right now. Like that's one reason to tune into Raw each week.
Facts.
Like there's some things there's some things I don't like on Raw that much, but hey, that women's division is killing it. They're killing it right now.
Yeah, but like we said earlier, Stephanie Vaquera is your new women's champion. And we get to our couples date of the evening. We got the world champ Seth Rollins and a continental champ Becky Lynch taking on AJ Lee and AJ's husband. To be honest with y'all, this was a fun match.
It was fun.
And it was the second best match of the night. I mean, considering what was here.
Now, this match should have been the main event.
I was just about to say that, Jugs. This should have been your main event.
Like, if this would have been slotted at the main event spot, I think that would have helped out a little bit more with my rating, which we'll talk about later on. Yeah, that would have helped out a lot more.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun match, fun affair. I mean, we all know how this match came and started. You can definitely tell AJ is getting her reps back. I mean, she hasn't wrestled like that in 10 years. So you can see that they were using her in more of spots and, little things here and there, which, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You got to knock the ring rust off. But shout out to Becky. Becky was doing what she needed to do to make AJ look good. Everybody played their part in this match. And I definitely had fun watching this match.
And I also like how, CM Punk, no, not CM Punk, sorry. AJ, she was taking some moves from Becky Lynch. She even hit a curve stomp at one point in the match. We even saw Rollins, no, not Rollins. We saw Becky Lynch even locking a sharpshooter on CM Punk in the match.
And then vice versa.
We saw Punk put one on Becky Lynch. That was pretty cool. We saw Seth Rollins, being how cocky, he always is. He was kind of mocking AJ Lee doing the whole skip around the ring. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then he ate a GTS from that. So that was nice. I wish we would have had a double GTS. I wish that's how they would have ended the match. Because seeing that Black Widow, I don't know. I feel like that wasn't devastating enough. Or maybe she just didn't have the Black Widow and all that much on.
I think that's what it is. She didn't have it properly.
Because she wasn't pulling back on the arm Becky Lynch just taps out. Wait, what? She's gonna tap out like that. I feel like there was some stuff missing from the match. I feel like they cut out maybe some spots. Maybe they were running short on time or something. I don't know what it was. But the right team went over.
Yeah, absolutely.
It probably sets up Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, for the IC title in the future.
First and foremost, that AJ's husband jacket,
fire.
I need it.
Fire.
I need it.
That jacket is fire.
That's the closest I'm ever gonna get to bagging AJ Mendez. But the reason that I think this match was missing something was kind of an unfortunate situation, because you had to have this match for the storyline. There's no way, any position in any universe, any timeline, where you can have AJ come back, wrestle a few matches, and then have this match happen. This had to be the initial match that she came back for.
Yes, exactly.
So that it helped and hurt her, because this is a marquee match where you would want her to be at her absolute best. A match like this, for her to come back and then have that same match be the one that gets her ring rust off, is a horrible position to be in. So did she do well for this? Absolutely, because it's the best that she could do at this point, unless you were going to have her basically running reps with every fucking person that she needed to run with beforehand, which of course you can't do that, because then you would give away the fact that AJ Lee is training in the Performance Center, and then that becomes the worst kept secret. Even though everybody expected her to come back, nobody knew for sure. Kind of the same thing with Punk in AEW. But with this, she did the best that she could with what she's given at this point. Now it's a chance for her to set, which I believe 100% wholeheartedly, that she is about to look back at this and then run roughshod on everything. She's about to get in rare form. She's about to become like AJ 7.0 at this point.
I can see that.
And then we are going to see one hell of a match, possibly between her and Becky 1-on-1 or somebody else. But I can almost guarantee that AJ is about to just become Woman of the Year for 2026 for
I can see
professional wrestling.
that. I can see that. But yeah, there you go. AJ and AJ's husband with the dub. And for your main event of the evening, you have for the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defending against Drew McIntyre. Now, at some point, Dizzle is going to just blow a gasket because I don't know if you went for Drew or not.
I did.
But okay, well, he definitely might blow a gasket.
We can end the show right now, bro. Like we ain't got to talk about this fucking match. We can end the show right now.
Okay, everybody. Cody wins. Crossroads. Boom. Flat. It was like, okay.
This match was very disappointing.
Now, apparently, word from the curb is they wanted Drew to win.
And Cody wanted to lose also. He didn't mind.
So apparently the proposed situation was Randall was going to interfere, which caused Cody to lose. Drew gets the championship. Cody chases again. Cody eventually gets it. Cody eventually goes against Randall. But for some reason, they just don't see it for good old Drew. I don't know what it is, but they just not seeing it for old Drew. Yeah, this definitely shouldn't have been the main event. This match fell flat as fuck. Like
very flat. This seemed like an old SmackDown match. Like I had no interest of like seeing this because like we already knew who was going to win this match. I mean, Cody does the same thing. Like I'm ready for Cody to turn heel. It's going to be happening eventually.
Well, Jugs is going to wait a little bit longer because as we know, Perth, Cody starts the show on Raw. Seth Rollins comes out, so now we know officially Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins to see who's going to be the crown jewel champion.
We know Rollins is getting that because I mean, you know, Cody
won last year.
Cody won all those against him.
Cody say he want all his fingers to have rings. Okay, he want all his fingers to have rings. Now, what made it interesting, what I didn't mention earlier, more and more of Jey Uso's heel side is starting to leak out because he did take on LA Knight. And due to interference from the Vision, Jey Uso did win. And Jay left. Jimmy comes out and was like, bro, we got to go help him. And he was like, sure, fuck that. So Jimmy does grab a chair. He, waves off the Vision. But rewinding more, the conversation between Jay and Jimmy, Jay is starting to sound more heelish. And then Jimmy runs into Cody, and then he was like, hey, Cody, you mind talking to him? Maybe you could talk some sense into him. Well, Cody was talking to Jay. All the while, Jay was eyeing Cody's title. He was looking at the title while Cody was trying to, talk to him. And so, I don't know. Jey Uso might go ahead and go full dark side. And probably Jey Uso may be one of Cody's next opponents after Perth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Dizzle moment on this tomorrow.
Bet.
Or today when you're watching this is already released. But
yeah.
I don't know if I because I think I did touch on it last week when we did talk about it, but I am enjoying what they're doing with LA Knight and Jey Uso because it almost feels nostalgic, like a callback to the Attitude Era when you had those what do they used to call it? I forgot the term they use, like strange bedfellows or something.
Yeah,
like
strange bedfellows. Yeah.
Where you had it with Stone Cold and The Rock. You had it with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. You had it with Stone Cold and Undertaker. You had it with Rock and Undertaker.
And
like
speaking
you all,
of,
yep. See, and you
Cold
always
and Rock.
had it to where you had the faces like having realistic interactions with each other, because it's like, yeah, we both good guys. We don't fuck with the bad guys. We gonna fuck them up. We'll work together, but I don't like you.
I don't like you. Yes.
And so it speaks more to like back then when it's like you had a Shawn Michaels and a Stone Cold win the tag titles. Stone Cold and Dude Love, Rock, Undertaker. You all had them win tag titles with each other and like force that with them just to cause that interaction. And with this situation, I don't know if Jay's going to turn full heel, but I also love the aspect, and I know I did touch on this, the aspect of him being consumed with being champion and having that whole thing get to me like, yo, I need this. I've tasted it already and I'm not going to let it go.
And that's the way they're kind of leaning.
Yeah. And so I love that because now you're not making Jay a throwaway character. Like, yeah, he had the hype, you had the fans behind him, you gave him the title. Cool. This is by far, and there is no debating it, this is the best way to pivot from him having what he had before to this, because it makes absolute sense and logistically it is realistic, because anybody who has tasted any type of fame, fortune, whatever, and it be stripped away from them is going to want it back immediately, especially if they haven't had their fill of it. And this makes so much sense. And then to have somebody like LaKnight, who's out here who hasn't had that, being like, everybody around me, Punk, Rollins, Roman, everybody has taken, the bloodline has taken the opportunity away from me because I've come this close. Because understand, LaKnight has lost matches, but anytime he's had a world championship match, he's been fucked over by either outside interference or just somebody in general that stopped him from winning that championship. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, that he's lost a championship match clean.
No, he hasn't. No.
So
Also, I love the whole situation with LA Knight and Jimmy Uso. How Jimmy Uso he trusts LA Knight, but Jay doesn't. That kind of is a callback to when we had with the whole bloodline when Sami Zayn was being brought into the bloodline. Since Jay trusted Sammy, but Jimmy didn't. So it's kind of the roles are flipped here right now. But instead of Sammy, it's with LaKnight or LA Knight, which is So I like that. I like it a lot. It's interesting.
I'm here for it. But sorry, my bad. He thought he was gonna get away from this shit.
What's that?
WWE. Stop fucking my boy over. Drew McIntyre did nothing wrong.
Obviously, he did.
He did nothing wrong storyline wise. I don't know what he did backstage. Storyline wise, he's not wrong. He was right about everything.
He's right about everything. He's right about everything at the beginning of the year. He's right everything, everything.
I don't give a shit if Cody is the face. I don't give a shit if you like his song, you like his wife, you like his daughter, you like his dog.
You like his dog, you like
fine.
His tattoo.
That's cool. You can like that. But at this point right now, and this is no disrespect for Cody, I fucks with Cody heavily. But just for the sake of the story and guys putting their work in, Cody doesn't need the championship right now. This motherfucker is busy. Let him do his shit. Let him film some extra. This motherfucker is Guile. Let him go do some Guile shit and Sonic Boom his ass off of TV for a little bit while Drew can be champion and do some shit with this goddamn title. And hell, have him and Randall Keith do some shit.
Yeah, at this point.
Because Cody's about to be off TV again. Maybe. Because I guess they're gonna force it. Because when are they going to Perth?
It's
the
October
11th.
Yeah.
What, October?
Yeah.
Oh, see, Cody's smart. This motherfucker here. Cause see what he did? He went and filmed his shit, came back, said, okay, let's go to Perth. I'm gonna fly back, and then we're gonna finish filming while I'm in Perth. See, Cody, look, see, this is why I can't hate Cody, because he's smart like that. Cause like that's what you need from a face of a company, being able to work that shit around. Cool. I respect that. But motherfucker, drop this goddamn title for just for now. Just for now.
I agree.
All right, so I know I just introduced it, but I think I kind of redefined it, and we could still come up with different names, but we're gonna start. We're gonna start rating these pay-per-views, and that's what that. Dumpster Juice. If you watch our tier list, Dumpster Juice, where that belongs. The next one we should have pirated. We should have just pirated it. The next one, Worth the Price of Admission. And the fourth one, to give a shout out to Uncle Dave, a 5-star classic. This one is straight up.
I don't know. It's easy for me. I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Listen here. We should have been pirates here. We should have pirated because, damn, ESPN, you guys are freaking greedy over there, making us pay $30. And also, with all these TV providers, they're not all on there right now. It's like, it's a mess to sign in to ESPN Unlimited, and people are so confused with it. Like, you're like, wait, is it ESPN Unlimited? Is it ESPN Plus? And it's like, wait, it's not on like if you have ESPN a part of your cable package, you're like, oh yeah, you're not gonna be getting it with some certain cable packages, which is stupid as hell. But yeah, this pay-per-view was very disappointing.
So
there
funny.
were a few good matches, but yeah.
Are you probably about to say what I'm about to say, Scoot? You go ahead.
About the ESPN writer?
Yep.
Well, you know what? You go ahead, Dizzle. You go ahead.
Look, if somebody off the same squad that is producing said PLE is calling this shit, for lack of a better term, lackluster.
Yeah.
Yo shit is trash.
Yep, because he gave Wrestlepalooza a C.
Yep. And you're not finna sit here and he's basically praised and basically saying that the women's match and the nostalgia trip were the main things that saved this, which is true, because my only highlights of this whole show is the fact that the nostalgia trip with AJ coming back and then the women's match are the only salvageable things with this match and with this.
And you hear
PLE.
consensus with a lot of people, like all over the internet, they're all saying the same thing.
Absolutely. And again, no, that doesn't say that the tag match was bad. It doesn't say that the match between Cena and Brock was bad, because that was bad. No, the match itself is bad. Storyline wise, I get it, and I understand there's a lot of people that's not going to understand it because they wanted Cena to win. Cool, I understand that. I get why they did it, but that doesn't change the fact that it was a waste of TV time for sure.
And also, it's a waste of his kind of part of his retirement tour, because like there's so many other people that Cena could be going up against, like a person. I feel like it's gonna happen. Maybe it might be his last match. Might be Gunther. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about that. It's gonna be a Raw guy. I would love to see it be Carmelo Hayes. Two Boston guys, but. He's not.
Well, Cena's technically done with SmackDown.
He's done with SmackDown, unfortunately. But dude, like they could have ran that back. They could have ran that so easily because say Cena like in the Miz, and then that would have been a great way to segue into Cena and Melo. But hey, we're not writing, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be Cena and Gunther, or maybe it could be Cena and Dominic. That'll be another good one I would love to see. Or Cena, he's probably going to be a part of the War Games match as well. He's probably going to be. That's going to be probably one of the
possibly
because he's never been in the War Games match, and that would be a great way to check off a lot of boxes as well.
Well, yeah, I mean that's true.
With certain people in the match.
I don't know if I sent this to y'all, but I'm gonna read something from the light skinned Kingpin, aka Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
Also, what's funny to me is how a show where they have said over and over that they're on a real sport. Is more of a TV show about wrestling company, but they are on ESPN, a sports TV channel. Make it make sense, LOL. The second comment, I know our show was way better than a C. Hashtag.
Classic Ricochet. I mean,
Oh.
he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's now he would be wrong in a sense if you take the entire card into account.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes middle of the road. But if you just judge it by good matches versus good matches, then yeah, AEW does go over that because of quantity of good matches that they had. Yeah. But their card was a lot big, was twice as big. So of course you should win. Yeah, I mean, because of the women's match and nostalgia trip, this is more on the should have pirated stance. I would never say that it's dumpster juice because it wasn't entirely bad. Like, it was more like you could have easily put this on a Raw or SmackDown and made it a good show.
And like I said at the beginning of the show, you know, if you took away the ESPN logo, I would have known it was on ESPN. I thought, okay, yeah, it's on Peacock. It's still part of with NBC because, like I said, they didn't change any presentation. They hyped this show up way too much. Maybe I have my expectations up way too high.
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault for doing that because they did overly hype this for no fucking reason. And because it's like they overhyped, underdelivered heavily. Especially this is going to be a show where you're expecting people to pay more and then go to the links of saying, oh yeah, people will pay more for this because of what we delivered. And then you deliver shit. Papa H, you said there's going to be some surprises. There were no surprises. And you can't say that.
Oh, whoa. There was a surprise.
You gonna talk about Stephanie being inducted to the Hall of Fame? That ain't no
surprise.
There ain't no surprise about that. There ain't no surprise.
Could have done that shit
on a Raw. Also, Stephanie, hey, you know, you're gonna have to lock me up in jail. You're gonna have to lock me up.
Hey, Jugs. We blew the budget to get you out of jail from Stephanie and EO, okay?
Well, look, you're going to have to blow it again because Stephanie was somebody who you could, like, for real. I mean, like, back in Jericho was
Jesus
talking
Christ.
about them.
We are going off the rails.
Jericho was not wrong because, look, you know what? Let me not because they're going to lock me up too. But
let me stop while I'm ahead.
But the billionaire princess absolutely deserves to go in there. But at the same time, that's not something that you would normally like hype up to be like, oh, this is about to be something that this surprise that we have. Like, that wasn't a surprise for us.
He also had leverage to that. Paul Levesque, he had leverage to getting Stephanie in. You know, and they also want to do it before they go over to Saudi, you know, in 2027, which is I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to them going over there. No.
Yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, this show was what it was. I'll
pretty much.
But I mean, it wasn't something that I'm gonna go back and watch again. Like there's no real matches. Like, again, I understand the EO and Stephanie Vaquer match was really good, but it's not something that I would go back to willingly. Like, if it came on, I'd watch it.
Yeah,
but it's not the WrestleMania triple threat match. It's not the SummerSlam triple threat match for the women that I'd watch. Like, I would go back and watch those because of just like the moments that they had. Like, this was a good match between these two, but you can even call back to like the matches that got interrupted on previous Raws, where you can watch those and get the same effect because it's literally the same thing outside of a few more desperate moments. But those triple threat matches that the women had, you're not gonna always get those on a Raw. Like, those those hit different. So and the same thing with EO and Rhea at what was it?
Evolution. Yes, correct.
That match, that's another match that I'd go back and watch because of just how good that match was. So Yeah, this PLE is forgettable. Sorry to say. That's my 2 cents on it.
All right, well, hey, I mean, that's pretty much it. Dizzle, you can go ahead and sign us on out of here.
Most definitely. Well,
wait. Before sign us out, special shout outs to Zilla Fatu.
big shout
Literally at the convention, he was just walking around, and I was like, that gentleman looks familiar. Then when he turned around, I saw the 4th Ropes Championship. I was like, that's Zilla. Chopped it up, and he was more than willing to give us that drop there. So
big shout out. I'm sorry I couldn't be there because it would have been a longer conversation.
And look, and he seemed like he would have been down too. Like he was there.
Because I think he still lives out here.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And the first thing he said to me, which really made my day, the first thing was like, "Oh, what up, Oos?" And I was like, "He called me Oos."
He called me Oos. You know that means you win with the family. You know I'm there. I'm there. Part of the family.
But yeah, so definitely big shout outs to Zilla. Like cool,
absolutely
cool individual. But yeah, now Dizzle, go ahead and sign us out
for this new era of tag, because I think this is our third era now that we
something like that, yeah.
Because there's about to be a lot of stuff on the horizon. So
also, my new name is Mustache Jugs.
This guy, he got the Dominic Mysterio.
Yep. He started his Dominic Mysterio.
Whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure you tag that subscribe button, tag that like button, tag that notification bell. Make sure, because it's going to be in the end card, to go ahead and transfer over to Jugs' channel. Give him a like, subscribe, and all that good shit so you can watch the shit that he drops, because he be dropping shit like fucking crazy.
Retros. Like Jugs be over there working
for the Kingdom podcast previews and post game shows. I mean, even though my Chiefs aren't doing the hottest right now,
they are not.
I still be bringing
3-0 for them Philadelphia Eagles, baby.
I don't think they're the hottest team right now, but hey, that's for an.
I mean, look, haters gonna hate.
But of course, as we always tell everybody, because again, we want y'all to join in too, because we want to include everybody, not just the bros in this one, but good old warm up the hands for that good old Too Sweet, and everybody.
I got so much hardware. Hold on.
Seen this guy with a good old bada 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 bam. And of course, you know what? I'm gonna be nice about this. Everybody, leave your congratulations down for Scoot, because he's the only 1 and 2 time double champ in tag predictions history. That's the only time I'm gonna give him props
pure dominant fashion.
Now, first one has an asterisk, but it's okay.
Whatever. It's still just so
until
pretty.
You see these handsome faces in here, these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers, tag the fucketh out.